Welcome to Elderly Care, the channel dedicated to supporting your well-being, strength, and joy through every season of aging. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the valuable insights we share every week. And if this video touches your heart, please like and share it with someone you care about. Because a small message could mean everything to someone feeling alone today. In today's video, we're diving deep into a topic that resonates with so many seniors: what to do when you're growing old and alone. This isn't just about coping, it's about transforming your life from the inside out. Because even in solitude, your days can still be filled with meaning, warmth, and quiet joy. Let's begin with a story, a real one. That may sound a little like your own. There's a quietness that settles in when you reach a certain age. It's not always unwelcome, but when it lingers too long, it can become a companion of silence more than peace. For many people past the age of 60, especially those who have lost a partner or whose children have grown distant in their own busy lives, the days stretch long. They're filled not with chaos, but with empty spaces, mornings without shared coffee, evenings without laughter, holidays without visitors. This is the truth for millions of seniors around the world. But while solitude may be a reality, it does not have to be the end of the story. It was exactly this kind of stillness that enveloped Margaret's life after her husband of 42 years passed away. She was 72, healthy enough to live on her own, but unsure how to fill the sudden emptiness in her days. Her children lived across the country, calling when they could, visiting maybe once or twice a year. At first, she tried to stay strong, cooking meals for one, walking the same familiar routes, watching old movies. But something inside her had shifted. The loneliness wasn't just outside. It crept into her thoughts, making her question if the best days of her life had already passed. Then, one morning, she found herself in front of the mirror and asked aloud, "Is this really how I want to live the rest of my life?" That moment became a turning point. It wasn't sudden, and it didn't erase her grief, but it sparked a quiet determination. She started small, almost shyly, with one habit, then another, and another. 7, in fact. 7 small but powerful habits that helped her transform her life, not just to survive old age alone, but to truly live with dignity, warmth, and peace. Let's walk together through these 7 habits, each one grounded in research, psychological insight, and real stories like Margaret's. They are not complicated. They do not require wealth, youth, or family. All they ask is the courage to begin. Number 1 habit Margaret adopted was setting a simple morning ritual. She would wake up, open the curtains to let in light, drink a glass of warm water with lemon, and sit by the window for 10 minutes, just breathing and watching the world go by. Researchers have shown that morning light and routine can stabilize mood and reduce feelings of depression. It gave her a gentle anchor to start her day. Next came number 2 habit, writing down one thing she was grateful for every day. Gratitude journaling isn't a trendy activity. It's a practice rooted in cognitive therapy. Even when the days felt repetitive, she would find one small thing: a good cup of tea, a friendly neighbor's wave, a favorite book. Over time, this shifted her mind from absence to presence. Number 3 habit involved movement. Not intense exercise, but consistent, kind motion. Margaret joined a local senior Tai Chi group at the park. At first, she felt out of place, but The slow, flowing movements helped her reconnect with her body. She started feeling lighter, sleeping better. Her joints ached less. She began to smile again. Number 4 habit was perhaps the most difficult: reaching out. She wrote a letter to an old friend she hadn't spoken to in years. She also volunteered once a week at the local library, helping young children with reading. At first, she feared rejection or awkward silence, but to her surprise, people welcomed her presence. Human connection, no matter how small, is nourishment for the soul. Number 5 habit she embraced was creating a learning goal. She signed up for a free online course about art history, a topic she'd always loved but never studied. Each week, she had something to look forward to, a reason to stay curious. Studies show that continued learning after 60 boosts cognitive health and protects against dementia. For Margaret, it also reignited her sense of self. Number 6 habit was rethinking her home environment. She rearranged furniture to make her living space more open and filled it with objects that brought joy. Photos, candles, cozy blankets. This may sound simple, but our surroundings have a powerful impact on emotional health. Her home no longer echoed with silence. It sang with memories, color, and comfort. And number 7 habit. The 7th habit was embracing moments of silence, not as loneliness, but as meditation. Each evening before bed, she would sit quietly, breathe deeply, and reflect. Over time, these moments brought her peace rather than pain. Her nights felt less like endings and more like calm transitions. What's powerful about Margaret's story isn't just that these habits worked, it's that they were available to her. They're available to you too. You don't need to do all 7 at once. Maybe you start with 1. Maybe just opening your window in the morning or calling a friend. But with each small step, you're not just filling time, you're reclaiming your life. Experts in gerontology and mental health affirm that loneliness in later life is not just an emotional burden, but a health risk. It increases the risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline. But the opposite is also true. Even modest lifestyle changes, rooted in daily habits, can dramatically improve both mental and physical well-being. Margaret's life didn't suddenly become a fairy tale. She still had quiet evenings and missed her husband deeply, but she was no longer stuck in stillness. Her days carried meaning. She had become, in her own words, a friend to myself again. If you're watching this and feeling the weight of being alone, know that transformation is not reserved for the young or the lucky. It belongs to anyone willing to try. These habits are not magic, but they are powerful. They're tools you can use to build a life that's still full of growth, connection, and quiet joy. So today, I gently invite you, try one, just one, and see how it makes you feel. Let your own story begin again, not because you're running out of time, but because the time you have now is still yours to live. Thank you for being here with us on Elderly Care. You are never truly alone, not while we walk this path together. And so, as we reach the end of today's quiet reflection, take a deep breath and remember this. You are never truly alone when you begin to care for your own heart, your health, and your peace. These 7 habits we explored aren't just simple routines. They are small, powerful promises you make to yourself each day to live with more calm, more courage, and more connection to the world around you. Aging alone does not have to mean aging in silence. With just a few mindful choices, your days can regain their rhythm, your mornings can feel lighter, and your evenings more peaceful. It's not about trying to fill every hour with noise or distraction. It's about discovering the quiet joy of being alive, of being present, and of choosing yourself again and again. If one of these habits spoke to your heart today, hold on to it. Try it for just 1 week. Let it settle into your life like a warm light. And when it does, come back here and tell us, because your voice matters, your story matters. In our next video, we'll explore the quiet pain many face when their children become too busy to visit. And more importantly, how to cope with that silence in ways that nourish your spirit rather than drain it. It's a conversation worth having, and I hope you'll join me. Until then, take care of yourself with patience and kindness. If this video touched you in any way, please like it, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what comes next. Your presence here means more than you know. We'll see you again soon.